We don't
Hello and welcome to Columbus Local Podcast. I'm Len D'Amico. This is episode number 68. Tonight, Matt Bradley.
Damn it.
Matt Bradley. How are you, sir?
Good, brother.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm more mad that it's not episode 69.
Spoken like a true rock star.
It should have been. Who the fuck is getting 69? Well, anyway, sorry. I didn't mean that.
That'll be next week.
Yeah. Anyway.
Matt Bradley, guitarist, musician, bandmate, extraordinaire, assembler of things that go, hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. It was a good hang tonight, man.
No, it's not over yet. It's over when you say it's over.
Okay, awesome. That's even better. No.
Post
We've had a
children.
great time tonight, more than I expected.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I had no idea coming in what we were doing. And we just hung out
That's right.
for like an hour and a half, talking, eating birthday cake with Juju. It was awesome, man.
That's worth mentioning,
Oh
right?
my God, yes.
Absolutely a great time tonight. Juju turns, well, we're not going to say, but it's her birthday tonight.
Well, that's 29.
And we
I think.
We made it special.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Matt reluctantly but very boldly has made the time. I'm glad you did, man.
Well, I've been putting you off for months, right?
I think it's been
You
a
know
year.
why? I just don't feel like that important. That's why. I don't. So
You're a humble person, and I admire that about you.
yeah, there's so many great musicians in this town. All my guys, all my buddies before that have been here, Homan, Rob Johnson. You know, you said Mark Chatfield when he came in and saw your place.
Said the same thing.
Yeah,
You did. Like verbatim.
Holy shit, this place is killer. It just being even talking in the same room as Mark Chatfield is cool as shit because he's a god
Yeah.
in this city.
Yeah.
He really is.
He represents so much.
Oh
To the
my
town.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Two big ass bands, the Gods and Rose. But I was more into Rosie than I was the Gods. Like growing up, like what? Can't you hear I'm falling? That riff, da 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 da. That was badass, dude. And I remember the only time I got to see Rosie when I was a kid, they were playing at like Piccadilly, and Mark was on tour, I think, at that time with Seeger.
Oh wow.
So
So he came back for a show.
no, what's singer's name
I don't know. It's
for
okay.
Rosie? God damn it, we know the name.
Is he the gentleman that moved to Florida?
God, yes. Anyway,
Yep.
he was playing guitar and singing at the same time. They had no lead guitar player.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh my God, this is great, but it's still not the same. It sucked. But anyway.
That was your only
But-
time you saw them, or just
No,
just
and then,
online?
of course, I saw him later on.
Yeah,
But the very first time I saw Rosie, I was so excited. And Mark Chatfield wasn't there. You know, whatever. But, so we're talking about other guitar players right now?
Sure.
Because we could do that.
Sure.
Have you ever heard Paul Brown?
I haven't.
Science
heard Paul.
Gravy Orchestra?
I have not. Columbus.
Jesus Christ.
Columbus.
Yes.
Hmm.
I took lessons off this guy.
Thanks, Beth.
And so a lot of people around like Tony McClung that plays.
Oh.
You know Tony McClung.
Yes, I do.
Oh, God.
I don't know him personally, but I know
Yes.
who you're talking
Jesus Christ.
about. Yeah.
Greatest drummer in Columbus.
Yeah. He's Hoodoo Soul and
Yes.
and
yes.
other projects.
But Paul Brown played with the Science Gravy Orchestra, and this cat is like Alan Holdsworth of Columbus. So and I took some lessons off of him, but he does all this hybrid picking stuff. Like, oh my God! There are so many good guitar players in this fucking city, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many.
Matt, you're one of them.
But I don't look at it that way.
You know what? And I respect you for that.
I'm a good rock guitar player.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, you're a good. I agree with you. I don't think anybody's going to debate that.
Yeah, I mean, I can play a lot of shit.
Yes,
dude,
you can.
But what I mean, as far as all the original shit, I mean, it's been a while since I did that. It's been since 2006 since I did an original gig, like original band,
yep.
where we were writing our own stuff. And doing that, it was fun, but at the same time, it was terrible. I think I had a drummer that was actually producing the album. If you can imagine that, a drummer producing it, and he was like, we had the Pro Tools, like, no, you missed a beat right here. It was all on click track too. It was fucking terrible, man. And that was my last original album, and it has to be like 06, 07.
Yeah.
And
what was the name of the project?
Iron Horse.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and you can probably find it. There's some of it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
so
some of it was really good,
Matt. But so you'd rather play covers, is what I'm hearing. You're
well, no, at this point, I mean, but at the same time, Hott Lucy, we still record. Like, we have a bunch of shit recorded.
Yep.
But the problem is with Hott Lucy is we have a lot of shit recorded, but we got like three other guys who are in 2 or 3 bands. Timing.
Alignment.
Yeah, but we have some fucking killer shit, dude.
No, I can't.
It's good shit.
I'd love to hear it. I know a lot of people would love to hear it.
It's really good shit.
So those that don't know Matt know that he, or I know who you are, and I know that you play in Hott Lucy, and I know you just started another cover rock band. with Mr. Charlie.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Atomic Elbow.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. It's all a bunch of cover stuff from '90s. We're doing Alice in Chains, Stone Temple,
having fun.
But it's fun, dude. And Richard from Phoenix Rising.
Yep,
he's so good.
Yes, he's a
great musician, man.
He is. I agree with you.
No and debate. Patrick is like the coolest dude you ever meet in your life, ever. We love Patrick. And Charlie is like. He's my boy. Like, we hung out before we even started this. He just I wanted to do a band with him, just because he wants to do a band. Because he's always complaining that he wants to fucking move out of here, and I'm just like, I got to do a band with this guy before he fucking moves, right?
Yeah.
And but doing a lot of songs that I never would have thought about doing, like Smashing Pumpkins, or like covering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, anyway, it's fun.
That's all that matters.
And the only band that would ever get me to play Nirvana.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah.
Which song? Or 2?
Wait. 1? Heart-Shaped Box? I think that's the right one. Is that the one?
That sounds close. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that is it.
That one, and then Breed. But Breed's awesome.
That's a good song too.
Yeah. God, that's fun.
Yeah, I can see you doing both of those.
But I would have never played those songs
anywhere else
unless those guys forced me into it. Charlie's like, nope, we're not doing that. But he did force those guys into doing some old school Van Halen shit with his badass.
Nice.
Like, so Atomic Elbow's doing Light Up the Sky and Atomic Punk. Why? It makes no sense, but it doesn't fit.
Does it work?
I don't know. He's
Doesn't
only
matter,
played
though.
1 or 2 gigs.
That's cool.
Who cares?
Well, we're talking a little bit about Van Halen. Do you prefer the Sammy years or the David years?
Here we go. Classic fucking argument.
Has somebody?
It's
I'm not trying to fight here or anything.
Dave or the Grave, as far as
from your perspective.
Yeah, because Eddie's early shit was all about. During that time, I think that Dave, his lyrics and everything met with what Eddie was doing on his guitar.
Yeah, it was a
lot of swagger. A lot of swagger.
Oh, yeah.
And he got more polished with Sammy with songwriting. But riff writing and all that stuff with Dave, it matched what Dave's testosterone. It was testosterone.
They were young and hungry.
Yeah, man.
And the music reflected all of that.
Oh my God.
And then some.
Yeah. It was ridiculous, man. I mean, you think Romeo Delight, and I mean, all that shit that Sammy wrote, there's no way Dave could have wrote that. Or, I mean, Sammy could have wrote that.
Right.
There's no way.
They're two different
There's
people.
no fucking way he could have wrote Romeo Delight.
Yeah, they're two different
Or Mean
people.
Street. No fucking way could happen.
Mean Street.
Oh, my God.
That's the song.
One of the best ever, right?
The outro is where it's at for me.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. Especially when Hott Lucy covers it.
You know what's funny?
Because I run right up, dude. I love
the other
that.
day, I was in Home Depot and Unchained came over the PA system. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I've been in Home Depots for like 8, 9, 10 fucking years and I've never heard that. I've heard Dio, but Unchained came on and I just got goosebumps and I was like, yes! I hope everybody's enjoying this as much as me, man.
I'm sure that they were not.
No, they probably just walking around looking for wall sockets.
Yeah.
It's like, yes! Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. I love it so much. I love it so much, man. No, he's the reason I picked up guitar, obviously.
Eddie Van Halen is your
He's the greatest rock guitar player of all time. I want to make sure I get that right because we could argue not like greatest guitar player of all time because I mean if you get into jazz you could talk about like George Benson and Wes Montgomery and all that, but rock guitar player, it's over. I will take you to court over it. Jimi Hendrix, all of them. Richie Blackmore, who I love. But the most innovative guy of all time is Eddie Van Halen. Guitar tone.
Yep.
The style he played. All the innovations he made. It's over.
With a soldering iron. His hand.
Over. It's not even
Innovations.
close. Man. It's not close.
The detune. Did he? I mean, everything. Yeah.
Even on the 1984 tour, he made that plastic little flip to make his guitar like a slide, and he patented it so that like maybe like slide guitar players might want to learn it or use it later on. Still, he patented it. It was his invention.
Right.
The guy, he's a mad genius. He's the Mozart of our generation.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, but anyway, so I remember listening to. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
You got something? All right. The moment I wanted to learn a guitar, I was at my great grandma's house down in Gallipolis, Ohio, and I was hanging out in the attic, and I heard Dancing in the Street, and I had played trumpet my entire life, and this is going into 9th grade.
Was this Van Halen's version, or is this?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and which is the worst. Which
Van
Eddie
Halen's
hates
song.
it. Eddie hates it.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but I was in my great grandma's attic, and which she had a bedroom in it. Anyway, I I heard that solo, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
The guitar for me.
How old were you?
13, 14.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Did you play any musical instruments before that time?
So I played violin starting at third grade. I played it all the way till like sixth grade, and then my school didn't pass a levy or whatever. I was in a poor whatever, and then played trumpet. Started trumpet at like seventh grade.
Yep.
Played it through ninth grade, and then decided I played one marching band thing. I think at the what's the fucking thing? The thing at the Pumpkin Festival.
Oh, Circleville.
Well, yeah. The Circleville. Played a parade as a marching band with trumpet,
nice.
And it was cold as fuck. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never gonna get pussy. I'm never gonna get laid if I do this. And I love Van Halen, so I picked up fucking I picked up a guitar. I bought a guitar from my buddy who had a guitar, a Harmony. Bought it off of him for $25 that I spent my money from my job as a paper route.
Good
paper
for you,
route money.
man.
Yeah, I worked.
Yeah, man.
I worked. And I bought that guitar from him. And then
Is it
I learned...
Acoustic?
You know,
is it an acoustic?
No,
Harmony?
it was a Harmony Electric.
Oh, Harmony Electric.
Yeah.
Okay.
And... but it was... obviously, I wasn't going after Van Halen because I was never going to learn that shit. But my first other guitar hero was Jimmy Page. So all the first licks I ever learned were Jimmy Page.
Oh my god, yeah, man.
Black Dog, like, and
Led
I
Zeppelin
went to
3 stuff, and
I went to California and with my buddy, we visited his brother in California. I remember he had a 12-string guitar, and the one song I played over and over is "Your Time Is Gonna Come."
Oh man,
yeah.
The riffs,
unbelievable,
yeah,
man.
Pagey riffs are.
Yeah, all the open chord stuff with the D, G, C, whatever.
Did you do all those tunings? And
yeah. Even
like the Rain Song tuning
well,
and all that
dude,
shit.
That's
wild.
That's wild. I've learned it. I forgot it. Yeah. I've learned it. I forgot it. Learned it. Forgot it. But. Because that's so hard to remember.
It is.
But it's easy to play if you have the right tuning.
Right. Because it's two
But
fingers.
he created that.
I know, man. I don't.
So get out of here.
I don't really live there.
When everybody talks about, that's the same thing as like, almost got in a fight with a dude in a bar over like Eddie Van Halen. Like, oh yeah, this guy's faster than Eddie. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Zakk Wylde. Are you kidding me? Zakk Wylde better than Eddie Van Halen because he can play the pentatonic Shut up. Show me where Zakk Wylde. Anyway, so you got. Yeah, I don't want to go in. I could go in 1,000 miles an hour.
I might have a remark, but you're not going to get a debate from me on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Zakk Wylde. So you got Randy Rhoads way up here.
Right.
Jake Lee was awesome, right under. But Zakk Wylde, I'm sorry, man. He's awesome, but songwriting, Randy Rhoads, way up here, man.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
But Eddie's your guy.
And
Eddie's your guy.
But Eddie's is rock and roll. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love Eddie. I love Richie Blackmore, man. Yngwie, God, he wrecked my life. Satriani wrecked my life. Steve Vai wrecked everybody's life back in the 80s. And then even Vito Barata wrecked everybody's life because that guy was the perfect cover of Eddie Van Halen. Even though the White Lion songs were trash, in my opinion, which I've come to love and restore. Yeah, but anyway, dude, that guy was badass. Vito Barata.
I'm not familiar with Vito.
White Lion.
Oh, White
Wait.
Lion. I gotcha.
Wait.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy
Good
was
stuff.
badass.
Good
dude.
stuff.
That guy was so good, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. You know, going back to the trumpet and the violin, do they come into play, Matt, for your style, what you're thinking about when you play? Do they ever influence any aspect of what you're inspired to do on guitar today?
Nah, only because I just was in love with music since I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
I can remember listening to. So back in the day, we had these old Play School. I think it was Play School. Record players.
Yeah.
And we used to listen to Walt Disney records and 45s on it. And I remember as a 5-year-old listening to Led Zeppelin 2 on this record player at my great-grandma's house. And I was blown away by it. It scared the shit out of me. Whole Lot of Love.
Oh, yeah.
Like that middle part.
Oh, yeah. Everybody.
I was like, oh my God. But that same record player was also playing Walt Disney records later on, right? It was hilarious. But later on, I don't know what, maybe I just wanted to pick up music from that.
Yep.
But I also remember, as a kid, and I think everything happened at my great grandma's house. That's weird. Never thought about that. I think all
musical.
Shit happened in Galveston, Ohio.
Really, really. What
Because
age?
I was like,
what age?
Dude, like. So okay, the first. Well, that I was in my great grandma's fucking attic, where she had bedrooms up there. It was down by the Ohio River. That episode of me listening to Led Zeppelin 2 on my Play School thing happened there. And then my brother, my older brother, I have 3 brothers, and my middle brother turned me on to AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. And that was 1976, so I would have been 8 years old.
Oh, man.
And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was like, man, he was awesome, dude. He knew music, man. Whenever shit came out, this guy was fucking on it, dude. He was like, oh, you like that? Listen to this. Listen to Let There Be Rock. And to this day, that album is my favorite AC/DC album. Go Down and Overdose, Let There Be Rock, all that shit.
What about Power Age? How does it
I
come
fucking
close
love
to
Power.
that?
Riff Raff is like
Well,
my favorite.
Yeah, that's my
Gotta be the
AC/DC album,
greatest.
though. But
Yeah.
you still have it. You still have another. You still have one. Let There Be Rock, though.
Oh,
to
Let There
you
Be
is
Rock.
about-
It's only because it's a placeholder
Gotcha, man.
of when I first
Right
heard
on.
that.
I gotcha.
But at the same time, like I was a big Kiss fan, and that same brother made fun of me for that because he was older, and he made fun of him. It would be like us making fun of like 80s rock. Poison is trash, but that's my opinion. But he made fun of me for loving Kiss because I was like, they're superheroes, right? Kiss was super fucking heroes.
Yeah.
They still are. I don't care.
They are.
The 70s era of Kiss, unbelievable.
Nothing comes close. Really.
Unbelievable.
Really. I mean, it's on its own standing.
And
They created their own thing.
So my 2 favorite bands in the world are Led Zeppelin and Van Halen, and I can't remember the exact. I know where Van Halen came into my life, but I'm trying to remember where Led Zeppelin came into my life. I think it was an 8-track that my brothers had. It was Houses of the Holy. As a young kid, and I put it in, and I heard Over the Hills and Far Away. I was like, oh, holy shit.
Yep.
What the fuck? I had already heard Whole Lot of Love earlier in my life when I was 5, and I was scared of it. But then when I heard that just a few years later, unbelievable.
kinder, gentler, and
Yeah, it was more gentle,
more
a little
musical
more gentle.
though.
Yeah.
More musical though, right?
Yeah.
More raw.
Yeah, but and God, there's 1,000 stories. Like Van Halen. When Van Halen won, I had a good buddy who was ate up with Police, and he was all about the Police, which I love the Police, love the Police, more now than I did then. I didn't appreciate it. He was always about bragging about the Police, and he came over to my house. I was 10, 11 years old because Led Zeppelin or Van Halen 1 came out, and he was bragging about Roxanne. I'm like, listen to this shit. Put on Eruption. He was like, what the fuck is that? Like most people did.
Dude.
Nobody.
I remember.
Everybody was like.
I remember where I was the first time I heard that. Yeah. And that's one of those songs.
Yeah, he was in my bedroom listening to this, and he was like, is that a synthesizer? I'm like, yeah, bro. And then it turned him on to Foreigner. Anyway, all that shit was iconic. Good back then, man.
Yeah.
That was a great year back then. 78?
Sure. That's
Van
a good
Halen,
one.
Foreigner. But at the same time, because they were battling disco and punk at the same time. So.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that, man. That's great.
But you're starting, at that time, though, you were starting to play, right? You have your harmony guitar. Did you start collecting guitars, or do you just stick with that one for a while and then roll into learning?
Yeah, my very first guitar was a Hondo Strat. Hondo. I don't even know if they're fucking around anymore, right?
I don't know, but some people talk about them. They might have them.
So, yeah. It's like on a Christmas Eve or something, I went to Lang Music. Do you remember Lang?
Sure.
Yeah. Went there.
East Side.
I found it and Craig. Do you know Craig? Craig Phillips.
I know the name.
Oh my God!
But I don't
Craig
know
is
Craig.
a god in this city.
Yes.
Oh my God! I had my mom and my girlfriend, and we went into there. It was like Christmas Eve, and found this green Hondo Strat, and I was like, "That's the guitar I want." Woke up, finding it. She got it for me because I had taken care of her and my dad and everything. I earned it. Whatever.
Sure, absolutely.
I still don't know what happened to that guitar, but I learned a bunch of.
You're good.
I learned a lot of Jimmy Page stuff off that. You remember the Starlick stuff back in the day?
Sure.
Yeah. That was the first thing I bought was Jimmy Page Starlicks.
Oh my gosh.
The second one was Randy Rhoads Starlicks. Jimmy Page was a god to me, and he still is. That was where I learned. But the reason I picked up guitar was Eddie Van Halen, but I knew I was nowhere going to be close. Back then, nobody. Because that was like 1982, 83. Nobody was going to pick up a guitar and learn Eddie Van Halen back then.
No, but
we take it for granted.
Were you doing that?
No, we take it for granted. No, I wanted to learn that shit.
Yep.
Back then. But there was no fucking way anybody was learning. Everybody was enamored by that. And there was no fucking way that you were ever going to learn that. But the reason I loved Led Zeppelin as much as I did Van Halen, it was easier to learn Jimmy Page than it was Eddie Van Halen. Right? Because it made more sense. What Eddie Van Halen was doing made no fucking sense.
No. I still don't get it, man.
No, it didn't make any sense. It still doesn't. We take it for granted.
But it's kind of what you're known for, Matt, is covering Eddie.
I know.
Pretty damn well. You got mad skills. I
mean,
how do you, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool, but what do you attribute your ability to make that happen?
I don't know.
Because to your point, dude, that's a mountain to climb. And a lot, I think try to tackle that. I'm a person that chose not to go there, but you did.
But I know a lot of people didn't.
How do you
I don't know, man.
Really?
I really don't know. I don't know where it started.
You just wanted to do it.
I think it's the
music, right?
The love of it, and also during that period of time, you had Yngwie, you had Satriani, then Steve Vai came out, and you had Vito Bratta. You had all these fucking monsters coming out. So it's a combination of everything. But I still think Eddie Van Halen was the king of all of them, because they wouldn't have been created without Eddie Van Halen. And I don't know. It was a desire just to and also like classical music. I love classical music. So I learned, I studied a lot on classical guitar and that, and Randy Rhoads. So it was like, anyway, it's like a whole barrage. The 80s were terrible for guitar players. Man. It was terrible. Terrible. Because we had so many, it's like, oh, I've got Eddie down. Oh, here's Steve Vai. Oh, here's Joe Satriani. Oh, then this guy and that guy. It was fucking horrible, man. Horrible. Like, if you were like, but you never want to look at it as a competition. But I had a few friends who looked at guitar playing as a sport. Like, right. I can play faster than you. I'm not about that. Like, okay, for instance, Marty Friedman.
Oh, yeah.
From Megadeth. And whatever. He could be one of the greatest guitar players of all time, or as far as like metal guitar players or whatever. I don't know. The guy's not as fast as Yngwie, but his phrasing is stupid. And same with like Ritchie Blackmore. The phrasing is, we're talking about phrasing. We're not talking about we're talking about note choices, not how fast you can fucking play, right? I don't know. And Andy Summers from The Police. Give me a break. That guy is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and his phrasing is
his songwriting,
percussion,
and the choice of notes and the choice of like. So we don't have to go there. It's not about how fast you can play. It's all about personality. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking phrase is. I don't know. But you get it, right?
I get it, because for me, Matt, it's about when I have an opportunity to play, I'm tending to emote whatever's around me.
Yeah.
So if it's hard rock, I'm probably going to be the rhythm guy. And if I'm like with you in Darren's basement, I'm gonna chunk some chords for you while you just wail. Yeah. And we've done that, which is a blast. But the point I'm making is, I think your style it comes from inside of you, and some people are able to tap even further into the emotional aspect. And I
admire that.
That's how but that's where I am. That's where but I think maybe, because I feel everything you do. I think you're an emotional player, whether you realize it or not. That's kind of my observation. And I think that's and your phrasing is all, it's not just emulation. You're adding yourself into your performance.
Yeah. And I've done original stuff. I mean, we've done that. But even when we're doing covers, I mean, I have obviously some emotional input into it. I don't know, man. There's so many great guitar players in this city. I mean, my buddy Rob Johnson, I fucking love him, man. He's my boy. We grew up together.
that is so cool, man.
Isn't it great? It's so great.
Cool.
It's so great. We grew up together. I took lessons off of Paul Brown, who's
Is he still with us?
I think so. But we're talking about a goddamn legend.
Yeah.
There are so many good guitar players in this city. I love my boy Johnny V.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Dan Verse. I love all these guys. I love them all. It's not a competition. If we're just having fun,
Doing what you love.
yes. Who gives a fuck? Seriously, man. Like, oh, I can play Unchained better than you. That's Van Halen. I mean, Van Halen fucking wrote that song, but oh, I can play it better than you. Who gives a fuck? Dude, let's just write our own shit and do our own thing. But at the same time, it's writing songs right now is kind of like, what are you doing it for? You can do it for yourself. What's the legacy, though?
It's a good question, man.
What's the legacy? Because the music business is kind of dead a little bit. Am I being wrong? I mean,
it's very different than when it was in the 80s.
Yes.
Very different. It's
The
night
last
and
original
day.
album I did was 1996. Sorry. 1996. No, 2006. Oh my God, I'm way the fuck off. I don't know what generation I'm in. 2006. Iron Horse. God damn it. I was like, I wanted to say 1990. I'm like, I'm Eddie Van Halen. I'm like, no, it was 2006. Yes. Sorry. 2006 was the last original album that I did.
Yep.
But like with Hott Lucy, we're still writing stuff. Just because you have to do that as an artist, you have to try to fucking. But it's not going to sell anything. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I don't know.
You got to be purposed, right?
I don't know. It's negative to say that, but I don't know.
Here's what I know. It's tough. Some people figured it out. I mean, Rob Johnson, I think, figured it out.
Rob's awesome, man.
He figured it out. He's done well with his music.
He has,
career.
man.
I mean, stratospheric.
Yes.
And it's amazing because Clever is his first cover band.
I know. Believe me. I've been pushing him for fucking years. Like, do something, dude. Get out and fucking play.
Well, Mr. Hellman got him out.
I know. And now they're fucking booking Holman so much that I haven't seen him play this much in forever. And with Rob. But I love it. I love those guys, man. They're my boys. I played with Holman forever.
That's good to hear.
And Seth.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, I love them. I love them, man.
Dude, I remember
they're
those
my favorite
days.
band, dude. Them. Oh
my
my God! I see a Late Night Alibi the other night.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit!
Agreed.
Julie.
Yes.
She's probably the best singer in Columbus.
Not
probably.
There's a couple people.
Go ahead.
I
don't want to put you on a point. I mean, what? Who's better?
Here's what I again, it's not a competition, Matt.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You're right.
So for me, and I share that perspective. There's really no competition, but I am emotionally touched by singers in this town.
Yes.
Okay. There's some on a national and global level, we get the low goosebumps, when we hear them sing. But, like Adele or somebody along those lines, right?
Yeah.
In Columbus, Ohio based, the first time I heard Julie Neal, and I didn't see her in Rosie, and I didn't see her at the time, even with the latest Gods lineup. I saw her with Late Night Alibi, and I was like touched to my bone marrow. Okay, like deep. Like it was like it hit me, and I was standing next to Ben, and it was just like I just looked at him. I went, dude, my God, right?
Yeah.
Like my God, and it just is it's a gift to wherever she chooses to deliver her craft.
Yep,
hands down. You're gonna make me do this, aren't you? Kelly Bowman.
Kelly's awesome, man.
Is incredible.
No, she's awesome, man.
And she'll hit me a little differently, right? She hits me sideways.
Yeah.
Whereas Julie hits me head on. I think Kelly's more of a very spiritually driven delivery. And not that Julie isn't. I think Julie's is very naturally.
No, it's different. No, I get it. It's totally different.
You see the nuance
yes,
there.
I know
right?
what you're talking about.
And the whole point there is, and you know, and we keep going. You know, Kelly Rush.
Oh yeah.
Has really worked really hard at not only bringing the brand forward of Phoenix Rising and her band, but if you haven't seen them lately, that band is really jamming on all cylinders.
But yeah, no, they're way better from where they started.
And
the whole all the migration or whatever the word is, no, they're hot. No,
oh yeah,
they're hot.
Oh
they're
yeah,
doing good.
Yeah, Beth.
You know, and of course, I'm playing with the bass player. Wait. So that sounded like a promotion. That did. Did you hear that? I said Phoenix Rising is great because I'm playing with the bass player from Phoenix Rising. I didn't mean it, Richard. You guys are great, but I mean,
I get it.
But we're pushing it. But you're right. You're not wrong. They've taken a next level.
Yep, level up.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Oh my God,
time.
Way better.
Time and refinement.
Yeah, different band members, different things happening.
Matt,
boom, boom, boom.
If you haven't seen her yet, actually they're playing tonight, right down the street. Cassie May with Stage 5 Klinger.
Yeah,
who actually started. She was the initial
she was
vocalist for
Phoenix
Rising,
yeah.
But Stage 5 Klinger is something to behold. It's more 90s
right on
emo rock, not classic or what I think they're calling iconic rock these days.
Well, wait, so have we gone back? It was like classic rock, iconic rock. Wait, so is iconic rock is older than classic rock? So if you go back, it's like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath is iconic rock, and then Boston for like 1976 and Van Halen is classic. So if you go iconic to classic, oh my God!
I think it depends on who you talk to be honest with you.
God, that's a whole nother discussion, man. Like Clear Channel, run, yeah, gross,
yeah,
gross. But anyway, we could talk all fucking night, dude, because I've got a shit ton.
What do you got?
I don't know. I got like people I love to talk about, like other guitar players and other people in the band. I love the city of Columbus. I've got a lot of friends in the city, and I do not consider myself a great guitar player. I just consider myself I'm a good rock guitar player, but yeah. I'm not that guy. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care. I just love playing music. I don't care. I'm not about that. I'm not about it. Not about it.
I gotcha. Who do you go out and see, though, man?
I'll go out and see Clever Lang.
Yeah.
I go out and see what's the other band? Huh? What are you looking at me like that?
Choo-choo's like, what?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're sitting there.
Well,
anyway,
we just saw Lost Boys.
No, and go out and see. Yeah, no, Lost Boys with Johnny V is my boy, and then of course John Widener, man. I love
with
John
Toast
Widener,
and
with
Dirty Red Sunshine.
Dirty Red Sunshine or Toast. Mm-hmm. Good God,
yeah.
I love him.
I love
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
outside of that, there are so many fucking bands, but whatever. I'm having a brain fade because you guys gave me too many alcohols.
No.
It's your fault. It's her fault. It's your fault.
That's what we do.
But yeah, anyway.
As long as you're having
no, it's great. So I incriminated myself. Probably. Wait, I didn't. Anyway, we're having a good time.
That's where it's at.
That's what this fucking podcast is all about.
Well, it's about Columbus local music
exactly.
And the people that make up the community. That people
I said the word fuck
wonder
too
about.
many times, probably That's
22 is the count.
22
by
fucks?
She's been counting. 23 now. 23.
Well, fuck off. I don't care. Yeah, because musicians don't say that. Yeah.
Matt, when did Hott Lucy start, man? And when?
God, I don't remember. When did we
Really?
start? 2016?
You know what? I'm shocked that it was that early.
Let me
not
tell
that
you
long
though.
ago,
Let
man.
me tell you though. When Hott Lucy first started, it was with my first drummer that I ever played with back in high school, and he's the greatest fucking drummer. I love him. Wayne Altman.
Oh, Wayne Altman. Really?
I love him so much. He's my boy. And he moved away. We started a band, and then he moved to South Carolina. Most natural guy I've ever played with, and he can play anything, man. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
I love him so much, dude.
Wow.
You know, but I love Rick Marlino, obviously. Rick's awesome, dude. He's probably got the greatest tone on drums of anybody in Columbus.
Does he tone his
He
kit?
just knows how to tune it.
He just does it.
He's got the greatest fucking tuning. Yeah, unbelievable, man. And, you know, with my boy Charlie, man, Charlie's awesome because he doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's like, I don't give a shit about that. But he can play anything.
Yep.
He can play heavy metal or he can play like Nirvana. He's just on it. And he can play bass. Like, can you play Run to the Hills on bass? Yeah, I got it. You want to play War Pigs on guitar? Yeah, I got that.
He can play guitar too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
ridiculous,
he's awesome.
man.
He's a good dude.
I love him, man. That's my boy. But
You don't remember when you met Prue Dog?
yeah, I do.
Was it in 2016?
Shut up, man. You're stupid.
Come on.
Fruit dog, really? God, dude, no. I've known Prue Dog since I was like 15 years old, which is goddamn like 1884. 1884. 1884. No, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with
Let
it.
it out, baby.
But yeah.
So you
No,
got-
I remember meeting him. I was in, and I'm sure he told the same story, but I was in the bedroom of a guitar or singer guy, and I was playing Spanish Fly, and he lived right down the street from Jason, the singer. He was like, I was playing Van Halen on a guitar. And he was like,
That's a hell of a
you
song,
want to start
man.
a band? Oh, God, yes.
That's a hell of a song.
But I was all about it, though. And he was like, you want to start a band? I was like, yeah, because I wasn't in a band. I was just playing guitar, man,
Yeah.
you know? So anyway, that's how that started. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's how I met
That's
Sean.
very
And
cool,
Sean, yeah, Sean and I, we got so much fucking history. Anyway, awesome.
It's awesome.
What are we doing now? Are we going out? Are we?
Yeah, let's go out.
I'm gonna, like.
Matt. Well, hold on. You know what we'll do? We'll wrap up this episode, and then we'll talk about.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And then
I didn't know we were like.
And then we'll talk about like what you guys want to do. It's all good. But if you're done, we're done. It's all good.
I mean, I don't know how much more.
It's okay, man.
Well, no, you lubed me up, dude. You lubed me up, dude.
Well, it's all good, man. I didn't intend to like.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, come
You
on.
didn't talk about you didn't talk about Charlotte. You didn't.
You remember that time when I gave you the guitar at like we were playing Quaker
Dude,
Steak, dude?
yeah.
That was badass.
Listen,
First time I
That was badass.
that you know what?
That was badass.
That was badass because I was there with Charles Valentino
Yes.
because I was in a band with him.
Yes.
And we were at a Quaker Steak.
Yep.
In Lou.
Yeah. The
And-
big stage
and
out
it was
there.
the big trailer,
Yep.
the big trailer thing, and and you had a
What song
Jimi
was it?
Hendrix.
Yeah, it
Dun,
was
dun,
Hendrix.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Dun,
it was
dun.
fire. Yeah.
It was fire, and you were wailing, dude. And I really enjoy. I come out. You're one of the people. You're one of my people to go see, right? And so Charles and I decided to go, and we were just grooving to that, and then the rhythm section.
I jumped off and
the rhythm section was going. Charles is like banging on my leg or something. He's like, "Hey, man!" And I looked up, and there's your smiling face with your guitar, like presented to me. I was like, I think I have video and a picture of this. To me, dude,
God, I hope so,
to
man.
me, like I'm just a guy that just loved to be out there playing when I was doing
Daddy,
it.
I love it, man.
And you give it to me, and
I think
I started
fun.
off. Maybe you were tuned down a half, and I didn't realize it or something.
It didn't matter.
But I found where we were.
Yep.
And I look up, and there's fucking Sean Pruitt just doing his thing.
Doing his thing.
And I got inspired.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got to play that, and that was cool as shit. And I turn around, and there's the 370,000 bikers in the parking lot going crazy.
370,000.
Going crazy, and it was cool. And I was like, man, Matt Bradley's the coolest guy in the world. That meant something to me at that time in my life that I was involved.
I love you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I loved you before
it was good
that,
stuff.
man.
It was
good
good stuff.
Awesome.
You used to come to the band. I had a band called The Ride for about 5 years. You used to come to those gigs and look out. Oh my God, Matt Bradley's here watching. Because Mikey I.
Yeah.
You know Mikey I? How do you know Mikey I?
I don't know. Probably ran into him 1,000 times.
But we always appreciate the fact that.
Wait, Mike Iannarino?
Iannarino.
Oh.
We were in the band together. He fronted.
I didn't know you called him Mike I.
Mikey I.
No, I know Mike from the fucking 80s, dude.
Okay, dude.
And no, I love Mike Iannarino.
I do too,
dude.
brother.
He was fucking wide open. WFO,
He still is.
WFO, wide fucking open. That's Mike Iannarino, dude.
Yeah.
No, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's so creative, and he's into. Did you ever play in a band with him?
Never played in a band with him, but always.
So fun.
It was always back in the 80s. Like he was in a band, I was in a band, but always knew we were always like Mike Iannarino. We were always buds, right? Like, but man, that guy's wide fucking open, dude. He is so wide open. I hope he hears this. I fucking love you, Mike. Wide fucking open. WFO.
His name comes up a lot in an episode,
Oh God, I
And
hope he hears.
I'm trying.
I hope God get Mike Iannarino in here.
I've been trying for well over a year.
Really?
Just like you.
Whatever. I've been blowing you off for like 9 months.
You've been busy, man. I get it.
I know, but I don't put myself in that position where I should be on this. That's what I don't. I don't believe
you know
in
what,
it.
dude? I appreciate that. I do. But this isn't like a who's who thing.
I know.
It's more of a human interest.
Yeah.
If you're out involved in the music scene and you get to know who people are. And there's so many to mention. I hate like trying to talk about the best. We're not the best, but like who the favorite singers are, who's got the strongest voices. I mean, there's so many come to mind. I mean, so many. And the guitar players in town. I mean, we already talked about a lot of these guys.
Yeah. There's so many good players, man.
And the drummers.
God damn.
Killer.
I know.
A lot of drummers on the series of episodes.
Dude, literally, like, watch it. Last week was the first time I watched Late Night Alibi.
Oh.
I never knew about Rand. Never knew about that guy.
Choir boy voice.
Why did I not know about this guy?
And a killer drummer.
This fucking drummer who's singing and playing everything perfectly and singing out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I not know about this guy? And he's older than I am.
Yeah.
How did I fucking not know about this guy? So that was depressing and exciting at the same time. Like, everybody's like, oh yeah, it's fucking Rand. I'm like, how did I know about this fucking guy? He's fucking awesome.
He is.
He's unbelievable.
There's a lot of people you've worked with, Matt. But
Yeah.
And I think several, if not a lot,
Yeah, right.
of people
Well,
that have done an episode have mentioned Matt Bradley. One of which was Matt Stone.
Oh my god, dude! I fucking love Matt Stone. Matt Stone. If that guy calls me up and wants to do a project, I'm listening.
You're making
And we've done so much shit together, man. We were in probably the coolest band in Columbus. I would argue the coolest fucking band. Bad Attitude was probably the coolest band, but that was like right when I moved back from Charlotte. God, three-piece band, and we were doing everything that anybody else would drool to fucking play, dude. Like as far as cover band shit, but we could have done anything. We were doing Yes, Edgar Winter Group, Frank Zappa. I mean, we were doing all the coolest goddamn shit ever. And Matt Stone, yeah, unbelievable. And then we did, we recorded stuff probably about 8-9 years ago where we redid Pigs by Pink Floyd in his bedroom, in his living room. Jesus Christ. No, Matt Stone's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Mr.
Yep.
Matt.
Mr. Matt. Yeah. And I'll go with that. We'll go with Mr. Matt. And yeah. If that guy calls me up, I'm listening. Like he'll reach out to me every once in a while, text me about something like, yeah, I'd love to do that, but then I don't answer him quick enough. Somebody else is in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to do a
Jump on
Steely Dan tribute? Like, yeah. Oh, somebody else got it. Yeah.
Beth
Yeah.
Ann Newsom over here.
Yeah.
She's in that thing.
You know about that.
She
yeah.
is in that thing. And that's
God.
a great project. Lots of stuff
Oh,
going
yeah,
on
anything with Mr. Matt. I mean, Mr. Matt's awesome, man. I got a lot of appreciation for him. As I do for everybody I've ever played with. Todd Bettler. I mean, all these guys, man. I love Todd. I love Seth.
You're talking- was that-
Johnny V. God damn.
This
I can't spend enough time talking about all the guys I love in this thing. Paul Brown. God damn. Everybody.
That's a good mention. You're talking the other guys too. That's the Blue Cuda years, right?
Yeah.
Blue Cuda was a badass band.
Yeah, but that was they were badass before I played. That was with the original guy.
Yep.
And I just was the after guy with them. But yeah, great fucking band.
Yep.
Great fucking band.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everything that is like, that's what now Clubber Lang's doing.
Yes.
It's just like, they got a great guitar player. Rob Johnson. Jesus Christ.
Monster.
Monster. He's my
He's a
boy.
monster,
you know a story, right? I grew up with him. We grew up like right around the corner. Yeah,
that's so beautiful, man. It really is.
Dude, there's so many fucking good people that came out of that group. There's a guy named Rick May. You have to look him up, but he grew up in that area, same fucking era in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
Who was amazing.
That's so
Ran
cool.
sound for and played. Anyway, it's
Huge. What's the future for Matt Bradley?
I'm going to
Music.
I gotta record one more CD. I have to record one CD. I have to. To put my music out there and be done with it. I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of shit. I have to do one before I croak and die. And
That's a good goal.
I was gonna say, like, go bang a bunch of hookers with, but I was kidding.
Happy birthday.
That's why I said let's keep it. We'll keep it simple.
I'm gonna record an album and do blow and hookers, and then I'm done. And then no, I'm kidding.
Musically, Matt. Musically. What do you know? That's a great
know.
concept. And when you say record a CD, are you talking about performing all the tracks?
I think I
Or are
want
you
to
gonna
do it with. I think I want to do it with Hott Lucy. I think that would be my final thing that I would love to do with Sean.
Yeah.
And Marlena is great, you know.
Yes.
And Patrick's got a lot of fucking ideas.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I think I'd like to do that. And then after that, I don't give a shit because the music business is shit, dude. It's fucking done. Unless something changes. Anyway, it's not like I'm Tucker Carlson, like making a fucking thing about the future of the world, but I just think the music business is done unless you're owned by a record company. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I don't know how they do it.
I
really don't.
I don't either. I mean,
there's tools to be able to do it on your own. I enjoy doing that. I haven't done it in a long time, but it's fun. Okay?
Yeah.
I do it for the enjoyment, and that's one thing. But to your point, like, where's the money? Like,
there's no fucking money.
Where's the money?
There's the money.
And so if you're purposed, it's a difficult hill, man. It's hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know who exactly fucked it up, but somebody fucked it up.
I think it was Apple and Steve Jobs with the whole iPad thing.
Okay.
You know, that was like the vehicle, and then
I'll buy it.
Moved into streaming and all that.
I'll give you $1 and I'll fucking buy it, dude. I mean, yeah. I think you're right.
But the artists are they're out. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what ticket sales are fucking out.
For live performance, it's going
God,
to ticket
dude.
sales, to your point. And that's you know, when I think some bigger bands are able to pull this off, but
oh my God,
you know,
only big bands. Only big bands.
It's tougher road up.
Yeah.
Really, definitely, no question about it.
You know what? I fucking love you, Lynn.
Matt. Thanks, brother.
This is ridiculous, man.
We've always had a good encounter.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And you know, I hope the new record becomes a reality, because it's a good thing.
Yeah, we're working on it, but whatever, you know, we'll get it done when we get it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be what we want to do, and we don't care. You know, it's like just guitar rock. Isn't that what rock and roll is? Guitar rock.
Guitar.
It's guitar rock.
If it's rock, are there other genres that you listen to?
Yes, I love.
What are those? Because you're all about rock music. I get that.
Oh my God, I'm all about ABBA and the Carpenters.
Are you serious?
Oh fuck yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm also love Gary Newman.
Nice.
Like industrial rock. He was the godfather of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love classical music. But ABBA, oh my God. Carpenters. Yeah, I can get into any of that stuff, dude. If it's got a melody, I love it. A good melody.
That's the
I'm
thing
a
for you.
sucker for a good melody. Even with the disco shit, I love that.
Olivia.
I love it. I mean, what about you?
Me? I have a wide net. I'll go from chanting monks
Okay.
all the way to Porcupine Tree.
Yes. God, those guys are great, man.
Dude.
But that's stupid, dude. That's stupid.
I like to listen to Tool
Yeah?
on that, you know, on that side of things.
You
So
like Tool?
everything,
You like Tool?
and everything in between. There's a song called "The Pot" that I really dig by Tool.
Tool?
I think it's Tool. Am I thinking right? I'll have to look
I
that
have to
up.
listen to it.
We're gonna
because-
listen. We'll listen to it after.
Okay, fine.
After we hang
That's
up here.
great.
And then you'll maybe appreciate what I'm talking about, because
Okay.
there's some
They're just
good.
too serious. Like,
Well-
I'm Tool.
I get that. I'm not necessarily a Tool fan, but there's certain songs that they have in their mix that
I've got
I'll
many
select.
friends. I'm trying. Even with Atomic Elbow, I have to play sober, and they make jokes about sending me like videos of me. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I learning this song? It sucks, but they love it, and everybody loves it. Like when we play that song, oh, this is great. And so, I don't know. There's got to be more to it. I don't know. God damn, I can't get my words out.
All right,
there's got to
man.
be more words to it. But anyway, whatever.
It's all good, man. For sure. There's so much
Anyway,
music, and there's
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
go jump off your 13th.
No, you're not going
Yeah.
to jump off anything, man. No way. I love that you made the time. You prioritized it.
It's been a
You're
while,
here.
man. I'm sorry, Lynn.
You don't need to, dude. I know. You've had a busy year. I understand. It's no big deal, and it's more of representation. You know.
Yeah.
When we talk about the giants among us, dude. I mean, you're a humble guy, but you got mad skills. People appreciate it. You know, we come to Hott Lucy shows and Atomic Elbow shows because we appreciate what's going on. It's a big deal.
I appreciate it, man.
It's a big deal, man. You know, and you touch a lot of people with those mad skills, and it's just a matter of representation. You shared a lot about Matt Bradley and your appreciation of others, and I think that's the spirit of Columbus music scene, dude. And so I just appreciate you sharing tonight and doing this episode that featured you. Episode number 68.
Damn it.
Matt Bradley.
We need 69, damn it.
I love you, man. Thank you
I
so
love you
much.
too.
Thank you all for listening. Bye-bye.